Christ almighty.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong.
Huh?
Nothing's wrong. We go back to bed.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Go back to bed.
Oh God, oh God, oh God.
What is it? Can you sleep?
If I could sleep, would I be sitting here calling out God's name at 2:30 in the morning?
Alright, so what's the matter?
Do you know that it is 12 degrees in there? It's July 23rd, the middle of a heat wave, and it's 12 degrees in there.
I told you, turn the air conditioner off.
Then how do we breathe? It's 89 degrees out there, 89 degrees outside, and 12 degrees inside. Either way, they're gonna get me.
We could leave the air conditioner on and open the window.
Oh, no. They don't work that way. Once the hot air sees an open window, it gets in.
We could leave the air conditioner off for an hour. Then when it starts to get hot, we can turn it back on.
What, every hour? 7 times a night? That's a good idea. I can get 8 minutes of sleep in between working the air conditioner.
I'll do it. I'll get up.
Now, I've asked you a million times to just call the office. The air conditioner hasn't worked properly in 2 years.
I called them. A man came. He couldn't find anything wrong.
Oh, yeah, well, what do you mean, nothing wrong? I got it set on low, and it's 12 goddamn degrees.
All right, it's not 12 degrees, Mel. It's cold. It's not 12 degrees.
All right, you're right. It's 17 degrees. It's 29 degrees. It's 36 degrees. It's not 68 or 69. It's a temperature that no normal person could suffer.
I'll call them again tomorrow.
You know, why do they even bother printing on it high, medium, and low? It's all high. Low is high, medium is high. Some night I'm going to put it on high, and then I'll have to get a flamethrower to get us out in the morning.
All right, what do you want me to do, Mel? You want me to turn it off? You want me to leave it on? Just tell me what to do.
All right, go back to sleep.
I can't sleep when you're tense like this.
I'm not tense. I am frozen stiff on July 23rd.
You're tense. You were tense when you walked in tonight. You've been tense for a week. Would you rather sleep in here? I can make up a cot.
No. You can't even sit in here. Why do you have all of these pillows in here? You spend $800 on furniture, and then you can't sit on it because you got these pillows shoved up your back.
I'll take the pillows off.
Ed, please, would you just go in and I will be in later?
All right, it's not the air conditioner. It's not the pillows. It's something else. Something's bothering you. I've seen you when you get like this. What is it, Mel?
It's nothing. I'm just tired.
I'm up, Mel. You might as well tell me.
It's nothing, all right? I am telling you. I don't know. It's everything. It's everything. It's this apartment. It's this city. Oh, listen. Can you hear this? 2:30 in the morning. There's one car driving around in Jackson Heights and we can hear it. 14 stories up. I thought it would be quiet. I thought I would hear the subway maybe, but no. All the way up here, we're like some sort of goddamn antenna. All the sound goes up through the apartment and then out into the city.
We've lived here for 6 years. It never bothered you before.
No, because it's worse now. I don't know why. I'm getting older. I'm sensitive to sounds and to noise and to everything. Oh, see this? I wanted to open up the window for 10 seconds, and now I've got to wash this entire robe, all of my pajamas. I'm filthy.
Just give them to me. I'll get you clean pajamas.
2:30 in the morning. Can you believe that this is still going on and someone's banging on the door?
What's going on?
What, you're trying to be funny? You're trying to be funny. You mean to tell me you can't hear what's going on in there?
Hear what?
That! What, are you deaf? You don't hear that?
Oh, maybe I'm deaf. I don't hear anything.
Listen, for God's sake. You don't hear raindrops keep falling on my head? Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. You don't hear that?
Not when you're singing. No, I don't hear
It's
it.
those German airline hostesses. That's it. Every night they got someone else in there. 2 basketball players, 2 hockey players, whatever team's in town, win or lose, they wind up in there. Every goddamn night. Somewhere, there's a 747 flying around with people serving themselves because those 2 broads never leave the apartment. You're telling me you can't hear that?
Yes. Now I hear it.
This is why. You see? Is it any wonder that I don't sleep at night?
Don't sleep with your head next to the wall. Sleep in the bedroom.
Hey! Knock it off in there! Yeah, sleep in the bedroom. Novel idea. It's 2:30 in the lousy morning. Oh, look. I cracked the wall. I barely touched that. And now there's a crack in it.
It was starting to crack before. There's a leak somewhere. One of the pipes upstairs is broken.
A $2 million building. You can't touch the walls. It's a good thing I don't try to hang a picture. We could have all been killed.
They know about it. They're starting to fix it, I think, on Monday.
No, not Monday, not Monday. Tomorrow. I want the wall fixed tomorrow. This is a health hazard. They're gonna repaint this whole wall, and if that doesn't match the rest of the room, they'll paint the whole apartment. And I'm not paying for it, do you understand?
Yeah, I'll tell them.
I'll tell them all about that air conditioner, too. And the window in the bedroom that doesn't open except for when it rains, and you can't shut it until there's a flood. And then I'll tell them about the toilet that never stops flushing.
It stops flushing if you jiggle it.
Why should I have to jiggle it? I'm paying money here, so I have to stand over my toilet in the middle of the night and jiggle every time that I go to the bathroom.
When you're through, go back into bed. Tell me I'll jiggle it.
All right, go to bed, Ed. Come on, just go to bed. I don't want to talk to you right now, okay? Just go to sleep.
I can't sleep if I know you're up walking around, having a nervous anxiety attack.
I'm not having an anxiety attack. I'm just a little tense.
Well, why don't you take a Valium?
I took one.
Take another one.
I took another one. They don't work.
2 Valium. They have to work.
They don't work anymore on me, I'm telling you. They're supposed to calm me down, and they don't. All right? So, am I calm? Do I seem calm to you? They don't work. Probably because they don't put anything in them. They charge you $14 for the word Valium. Don't they ever fly anywhere? Come on!
Stop it!
Okay.
You're really getting me nervous now. What's wrong? Something happened. Is something bothering you?
Why do we have to live like this? Why? Why do we have to pay somebody hundreds of dollars a month to live in an egg box that leaks?
Okay, you don't look well to me, Mel. You look pale. You look haggard.
I wasn't planning on being up.
Why are you rubbing your stomach?
I'm not rubbing it, I'm holding it.
Why are you holding your stomach?
It's nothing. It's just, I think it's indigestion. It's the crap I had for lunch.
Where did you eat?
At a health food restaurant. If you can't eat health food, what the hell can you eat anymore?
You're probably just hungry. Do you want me to make you something?
Nothing's safe. Nothing is safe anymore. I read it in the paper today. 2 white mice at Columbia University got cancer from eating graham crackers. It was in the New York Times.
Is that what's bothering you? Did you eat graham crackers today?
Food used to be so good. I used to love food. I remember how they made it. You know, I haven't had a real piece of bread in 30 years. If I knew what was going to happen, I would have saved some rolls from when I was a kid. Oh God, you can't breathe in here. Oh Christ. And it stinks out there. 14 stories up and you can smell the garbage from here. Why do they put garbage out in 89-degree heat, Ed? Hey, come here. I want you to smell the garbage at the window.
Okay, I smell it. I smell it.
Ugh. Oh, God. Whew. And you should come closer. You can't smell it from there. Come closer. Smell by the window. Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, you're right. If you really want to smell it, you have to stand right here.
Right here, I know. You know, the country is being buried by its own garbage. It keeps piling up higher and higher. In 3 years, this apartment is going to be the 2nd floor.
What can they do, Mel? Save it up and put it out in the winter? They have to throw it out sometime. That's why they call it garbage.
This is why I can't talk to you. I cannot talk to you anymore.
Mel, I'm a human being, and the same as you. I get hot, I get cold, I smell garbage, I hear noise. You either live with it or you get out.
Okay. If you're such a human being, then you deserve the right to complain and to protest. When you give up that right, you don't exist anymore. I protest to stinking garbage and to jiggling toilets and to barking dogs. Yes, barking dogs too. God damn it.
Are you going to stay here and yell at the dog because I'm going to sleep?
How can you sleep with a dog whining like that? There are human beings trying to sleep. Who has that dog? Christ!
Will you be quiet? There are children up there.
All right. You know what? You want to know what I'm yelling for? I'm looking for trouble. Why don't you go down and keep the dog company?
Mel, will you stop it? Stop it, for God's sake.
Don't tell me to stop it! Don't tell me to stop it!
I don't know what's gotten into you, but I'm not going to stand around and let you take it out on me. If it's too much for you, take a room in the public library. But don't take it out on me. I'm going to sleep. Good night.
All right. Ed, don't go. Just talk to me for a few minutes because I think I might be going out of my mind.
Okay, what is it?
I'm unraveling. I lost touch somewhere.
Yeah, you haven't been sleeping well lately.
I don't know where I am half the time. I walk down Madison Avenue and I think I'm in a foreign country or something.
I know that feeling, Mel.
It's not just a feeling. Something is happening to me and I'm losing control and I can't handle things anymore. The telephone on my desk at work rings 7, 8 times before I even answer it. I forgot how to work the water cooler today. I stood there with an empty cup in my hand and water running all over my shoes.
It's not just you, Mel. It's everybody. Everybody's feeling the tension these days.
Tension? If I could just feel tension, I'd give $1,000 to charity. When you're tense, you're tight, and you're holding on to something, and I don't even know where to grab, Ed. I am slipping, and I think I'm scared.
All right, don't talk like that. What about seeing the analyst again?
Who? Dr. Pike? Oh, he's dead. He is. 6 years of my life. Thousands of dollars. He got my money. What does he care if I has a heart attack?
There are other good doctors. You can see someone else.
Start all over again from the beginning? Hello, please sit down. What seems to be the trouble? And it will cost me thousands of more dollars just to fill the doctor in with information I already gave to the dead one.
What about a little therapy? Maybe you just need someone to talk to for a while.
I don't know where or who I even am anymore. I feel like I'm disappearing, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't think I need analysis. I think I need lost and found.
All right, listen. What about if we get away for a couple of weeks? 2-week vacation. Someplace in the sun, away from the city. You can get 2 weeks, right? Can't you?
Yeah. You know, even our cactus is dying. Strongest plant in the world. Only has to be watered twice a year. Can't make a go of it on 88th and 2nd.
Mel, answer me. What about getting away? Can you ask them for 2 weeks off?
Yeah. I can ask them for 2 weeks off. What worries me if they'll ask me to take the other 50 weeks as well.
What are you talking about? You've been there 22 years, Mel. Is that it? Is that what's bothering you? You're worried about losing your job?
I'm not worried about losing it. I'm worried about keeping it. Losing it's very easy.
Okay, well, has something happened? Have they said anything?
They don't have to say anything. The company lost $3 million this year alone. Suddenly they're looking to save pennies. The vice president of my department has been using the same paperclip for 3 weeks now. 62-year-old man with a duplex on Park Avenue and a house in Southampton running around the office screaming, "Where's my paperclip?"
But they haven't actually said anything to you.
They closed the executive dining room. Nobody goes out to lunch anymore. They bring sandwiches from home. Top executives making $80,000 and plus eating egg salad sandwiches over the waste paper basket.
All right, so nothing has happened yet, Mel. There's no point in worrying about it now.
No one comes to work late anymore. Everyone's afraid. If you're not there on time, they'll sell your desk or something.
And what if they did? We'd live, we'd get by, you'd get another job somewhere.
Yeah, well, where? I'm going to be 40 years old in January. 40. They could get 2 23-year-olds for half the money.
All right, suppose something did happen. Suppose you did lose your job. It's not the end of the world. Yeah. We don't have to live in the city. We could move somewhere in the country or even out west.
And what then will I do for a living? Become some middle-aged cowboy? Well, Maybe they'll put me in charge of rounding up the elderly. Yeah, that's the matter, huh? And what's the matter with you?
Look, the girls are in college now. We have enough to see them through. We don't need much for the two of us.
You need a place to live, and you need clothing, you need food. A can of, polluted tuna fish is still 85 cents.
We could move to Europe, to Spain. Two people could live off of $1,500 a year in Spain.
Spanish people, maybe. But I'm 40, with arthritis in my shoulder and high blood pressure. You expect me to raise goats or, I don't know, live in a cave?
You could work there, get some kind of job.
Me? An advertising account executive in Barcelona. They're probably standing at the dock waiting for someone like me to arrive.
What is it that they have there that's so damn hard to give up? What is it that you'll miss so badly, for God's sake?
I'm not through with my life just yet. I still have value. I still have worth.
What kind of life is this? You live like some kind of, caged animal in 2nd Avenue 200 that's too hot in one room, too cold in another, overcharged for a growth on the side of the building they call a terrace that can't support a cactus plant, let alone 2 human beings. Is this what you called worthwhile life? Banging on walls and jiggling toilets?
You think it's any better in sunny Spain? Go swimming on the beach. It'll take you the rest of the summer to scrape all that oil off of you.
Alright, so forget Spain. There are other places to live.
Maine? Vermont, maybe? You think it's all rolling hills and maple syrup. They have more people on welfare up there than they have pancakes. Washington, Oregon, unemployed lumberjacks sitting around, sawing legs off chairs. They have nothing else to do.
I will go anywhere in the world you want to go, Mel. I will live in a cave, a hut, or a tree. I will live on a raft in the Amazon jungle if that's what you want to do.
That's what I want to do? All right. Let's call the travel agency. Let's get 2 economy seats to Bolivia. We'll go to Abercrombie's tomorrow, get a couple of pith helmets and some spear guns.
Alright, well don't talk to me like I'm insane.
For the fact that I am halfway there, I can tell you that you might as well catch up with me.
I'm trying to offer reasonable suggestions. I am not responsible. I am not the one who's doing this to you.
I didn't say that you were, Ed.
Then what do you want from me? What do you want from anyone?
I guess I just want a little breathing space. This is Roger Keating and the 6 o'clock report. New York has been hit with its 3rd strike of the week. This time, the city employees at 37 New York hospitals walked out at 3 p.m. this afternoon. The mayor's office has been flooded with calls as hundreds of patients and elderly sick people have complained of lack of food, clean sheets, and medicines. One 79-year-old patient in Lenox Hill Hospital fell in the corridor, broke his leg, and was treated by a 73-year-old patient who was just recovered from gallbladder operation. 2 of the most cold-blooded robbers in the histories today made off with $4,000 stolen from the New York City home for the blind. Police believe it may have been the same men who got away with $3,600 on Tuesday from the New York City Cat and Dog Hospital. Water may be shut off tomorrow, says the New York Commissioner of Health, because of an anonymous phone call made to the Bureau this morning, threatening to dump 50 pounds of chemical pollutants to the city's reservoirs. The unidentified caller, after making his threat, concluded, "It's gonna be dry tomorrow, baby!" And from the Office of Police Commissioner Murphy, a report that the number of apartment houses burglaries have risen 7.2% since August.
Edison. Mr. Edward Edison, I've just been robbed. I just walked in and they took everything. Edison! Well, I just walked in. I found the door open and they must have just left, and it was the 385 East 88th Street. Well, 2 minutes sooner I could have been killed. Apartment 14A. Well, I don't know yet. Television, the record player, books, clothing. I don't know. They took lots of clothing. My dresses, my coats, all my husband's suits. There's not a thing left in his closet. I haven't checked the drawers yet. Or would you please? Yes, send someone right away. No, I'm all alone. My husband isn't home from work yet. All right. Okay. Yes, a drink. I have to have a drink. I have to have a drink. Value. No, I want value.
Mel? Mel, is that you, Mel? Didn't Mildred come in to clean today?
Not today, Mondays and Thursdays.
What happened here?
We've been robbed.
What do you mean robbed? Well,
What do I mean, robbed? Robbed. What does rob mean? They come in, they take things out. Robbed.
what do you mean someone just walked in and robbed us?
What do you think? They called up and made an appointment?
All right. Let's calm down. Let's take it easy, Ed. I'm just asking you simple questions here. What happened? What did they get?
Well, I don't know yet. I was out shopping. I was gone for 5 minutes. I came back and I found it like
You
this.
couldn't have been gone for 5 minutes. Look at this place.
5 minutes, that's all. I was gone.
Well, then we better call the FBI because every crook in New York must have been in here.
Then that's who was here because I was only gone 5 minutes.
When you came back into the building, did you notice anyone suspicious looking?
Everyone in the building is suspicious looking.
You didn't see anybody carrying any bundles or packages?
No, I didn't notice.
What do you mean you didn't notice?
I didn't notice. You think I look for people leaving the building with my television
They
set?
took the television? Oh, a brand new color television set.
They're not looking for a 1948 Philco. It was here. They took it. I can't get my breath out.
All right, sit there. I'll get a drink.
I don't want a drink.
A little scotch, it'll calm you down.
It won't calm me down because there's no scotch. They took the scotch too.
All the scotch?
All the scotch.
The Chivas Regal too?
No, they're going to take the cheap scotch and leave the Chivas Regal. They took it all. They cleaned us out.
Sons of bitches. Sons of bitches! Oh, they must have been gorillas to lift all of this in 5 minutes.
Leave me alone.
Sons of bitches.
Stop swearing. The police will be here any minute. I just called them.
You called the police?
Didn't I just say that?
Did you tell them we were robbed?
Why else would I call them? I'm not friendly with the police. What kind of questions are you asking me? What is wrong with you?
All right. Calm down because you are hysterical.
I am not hysterical.
You're hysterical!
You're making me hysterical. Don't you understand? My house has just been robbed.
What am I? A boarder? My house has been robbed too. My television set and my Chivas Regal is missing just the same as
You
yours.
didn't walk in and find it. I did.
What's the difference? Who found it? There's still nothing to drink and nothing to watch.
Well, don't yell at me. I'm as upset as you are.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. I'm excited. I don't mean to yell at you. Let me get you a Valium.
I don't want a Valium.
Take one, you'll feel better.
I'm not taking a Valium.
Why are you being so stubborn?
I am not stubborn. We don't have any. They took the Valium.
They took the Valium?
The whole medicine closet. Valium, Sensanols, aspirin, shaving cream, toothpaste, razor blades. They left your toothbrush. You want to go in and brush your teeth? You can still do it.
I don't believe you. I do not believe you. Dirty bastards! I hope they die. I hope the car that they stole to get away hits a tree, turns over, burns up, and they both
I
die.
read about it every day, and when it happens to you, you can't believe it.
All right, a television I can understand, right? Liquor, I can understand that too. But shaving cream, hairspray, how much are they gonna get for a roll of dental floss?
They must have been desperate. They took everything they could carry. They even found my kitchen money.
What kitchen money?
I keep my kitchen money in here for $85.
In cash? Where do you keep it?
I keep it in a book so no one's gonna find it. Where else am I gonna keep it?
You keep it in a book? Why don't you keep it in a jar? Or in the sugar, someplace they're not going to look?
They looked in the medicine closet. You think they're not gonna look at the sugar?
Nobody looks in sugar!
Nobody steals dental floss and mouthwash. Only sick people. Only that's who lives in this world today. You know, sick people. Sick people.
All right, Ed. All right. It's all right. Everything is all right. As long as you weren't hurt, that's the most important thing.
Can you imagine if I had walked in and found them here? What would I have done, Mel?
You're very lucky, Ed. You are very lucky.
But what would I have done?
What's the difference? You didn't walk in, you didn't find them.
But suppose I did. What would I have done?
You would have said, "Excuse me," close the door and come back later. What are you gonna do, sit and watch? Why do you ask these questions? It didn't happen, did it?
It almost happened. If I walked in here 5 minutes sooner.
You couldn't have only given 5 minutes. It took the 7 Santini brothers 2 days to move everything in here. Junkies aren't gonna move it out in 5 minutes.
7 minutes, 8 minutes, what's the difference?
What about the door? What about the door? Yeah, the lock. The lock isn't broken. It's not jimmied. I don't even know how they got in here.
Well, maybe they found my key in the street.
They found your key in the street.
No, I lost it. I thought it was somewhere in the house. Maybe I lost it in the street.
If you didn't have your key and you left the house, how are you expecting to get back in after you got back from the shopping?
I left the door open.
You left the door open.
I didn't have a key! How was I gonna get back in the house?
So you left the door open in a city with the highest crime rate in the history of the world. You left the door open!
What was I going to do? Take the furniture with me? I was only gone 5 minutes. How did they know I was going to leave the door open?
They know. They know. A door opens, it doesn't lock. The whole junkie world lights up. Door open, 14th floor, 88th Street and 2nd Avenue. They know.
They don't know anything. They have to go around trying doors.
Of course. And what did you think? They were going to try every door in the entire building except yours. Let's leave 14A alone, fellas. It looks like a nice door.
If they're going to go around trying doors, they have 23 hours and 55 minutes a day to try them. I didn't think they would try hours. The 5 minutes I was out of the house, I gambled, I lost.
What kind of a gamble is that to take? If you lose, they get everything. If you win, they rob someone else.
I had to shop. There was nothing in the house to eat tonight.
All right. And now we have something to eat and nothing to eat it with. Well, why didn't you just call them up and have it delivered?
Because I shop in a cheap store and they don't deliver. I am trying to save us money because you got me worried the other night. I was just trying to save a little money. Look how much money I saved.
All right. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
We can't leave everything like this. I want to clean it up.
What are you doing? You're cleaning now?
The place is a mess. We have people coming over in a few minutes.
The police. You want the place to look nice for the police. You're worried they're going to put it down in their books. Bad housekeeper. Leave everything alone. Maybe they'll find some clues.
I can't find out what's missing until I put everything back in its place.
What do you mean? You know what's missing. The television, the liquor, our kitchen money, and the medicine chest, and I think the hi-fi. That's it, right? Isn't it? Isn't it? Okay.
Am I a detective? Look, you'll find out.
Fine. Where are my suits?
They were there this morning. They're not there now, so...
They took my suits? 7 suits? 3 sports jackets. 8 pairs of slacks.
Yeah, if that's what you had, they took it.
I'm lucky my tuxedo's in the cleaners.
Well, they sent it back this morning.
They cleaned me out. Well, they did a good job of it, didn't they? They left me with a pair of khaki pants, and I think I have a golf hat. Anybody asks us out to dinner in the next week, ask them if it's alright if I go with khaki pants and a golf hat. Dirty bastards!
It's just things, Mel. Just some old suits and coats. We can replace them. We'll buy new ones. Can't we, Mel?
With what?
With what?
They fired me.
Oh my God. Don't tell me.
Well, I'm telling you. They fired me. Me, and Hal, Mike, Dave, Arnold Strauss, 2 others. Can't even remember their names. 7 of us in one fell swoop. Fired.
Oh, Mel. Oh, Mel, I'm so sorry.
They called us into the office one at a time. They didn't even have to say it. We knew. We saw this coming. Even the secretaries knew. They couldn't look at us when we got there and said, "Good morning. $85 a week, bringing me coffee, Danish, and not charging me for it. I knew this right away."
Oh, Mel.
They said they had no choice. They had to make cuts right down the line. 7 executives, 12 salesmen, 24 in office, helped 43 people maybe in one afternoon. It took 3 elevators, 2 trips to get rid of all of us losers. Wait till the coffee and Danish man comes in tomorrow. He'll throw himself out the window.
And then you come home to this. To get fired and then to come home and find your home has been robbed.
Well, actually, I didn't get fired today. That happened on Monday.
Monday? You mean you've known for 4 days and you haven't said a word to me?
I didn't know how to tell you. I couldn't work up the courage. I thought maybe another job would turn up. A miracle could happen. Miracles don't usually happen when you're 40, but when Moses saw the burning bush, he must have been, I don't know, 23, 24, the most. He was never 40.
What have you done since Monday? Where have you been? What did you do all day?
In the mornings I made phone calls. I tried to see a few people. When you're looking for help, you'd be surprised how many people are out to lunch at 10:30 in the morning. Then in the afternoon, I went to museums. I went to an auction, office furniture show at the Coliseum. I saw an Italian movie. Saw a Polish movie. Saw 2 dirty movies. I met Dave Polachek at the dirty movie. We both lied. We said we were killing time until our next appointment. Some important appointments. I went to Central Park. He went to the Ripley Wax Museum, I think.
Okay, you should have come home, Mel.
But why? I had a very nice bench in the park near the Woolman skating rink. For lunch, I had my jelly apple and my Fanta orange drink.
Oh, Mel, I can't bear it.
I came very close to having an affair with a 73-year-old English nanny. We hit it off very well, but the baby did not like me. It'll be all right, Ed. It'll be all right. I don't want you to worry about me. I will be all right.
I know you will, Mel. I know it.
I'll find another job. You'll see.
Of course you will.
You'll take down the living room drapes, you'll make me a suit out of them, and I will go out looking for another job.
Oh, Mel, we'll be all right. We will.
I played 2 innings of softball yesterday.
You didn't.
I did. Mm-hmm. With a day camp for 14-year-olds. Harvey, the right fielder, he had to go for a violin lesson, so I played the last 2 innings.
And you hit a home run.
I struck out, and I dropped 2 fly balls. And I lost the game for them. They wanted to kill me.
I wish I'd been there.
Yeah. Anyway, I know I could make their team. I just have to get back to my timing, and if I don't find a job, maybe I'll go to their camp this summer.
It would take me 2 minutes to sew your name. You want to think about it while I make you a cup of coffee?
No, not coffee. They didn't get coffee. They left us coffee. How come?
Robbers never go into the kitchen.
Then why did you leave money in the sugar jar?
Mel, we're insured. We'll get all the money back.
We're lucky if we get half. You think you get $200 for a $200 coat? Everything depreciates. You put it on once, you button it, it's worth $40.
Then we'll get half the money back.
Then those premiums go up. You get robbed once and it costs you twice as much to protect half of what you used to have.
Mel, please don't worry about the money. We have some put aside. We're not extravagant. We can live comfortably for a while.
With 2 girls in college, with our rent, with our food bills, with nothing coming to us, we have to get out, Ed. We have to get out of everything.
I'll go wherever you want, Mel.
I don't mean out of here. We need to get out of obligations, out of things that we don't need that are choking us. You know what? I'm gonna quit the gym. I don't need a gym for $250 a year. No, I'll run around the bedroom. It's the only way to keep warm in that bedroom anyway. And we don't need the Museum of Modern Art. We can watch Duck Soup on television. Oh, and all the magazines. We don't need these anymore. I don't want Time Life or Newsweek anymore. You understand? I'm not going to spend my last few dollars to find out that unemployment went up this year.
We don't need any of them. We never did, Mel.
Oh, that garbage. Ooh, that garbage that we smell. We buy it every year. Useless, meaningless garbage that fills up the house until you throw it out there and it becomes garbage again and it stinks up the whole world. For what? For what, Ed?
I don't know, Mel.
$2 worth of food that comes in, $3 worth of wrapping, telephone calls to find out what time it is because you're too lazy to look at the clock, the food we never eat, the books we never read, the records we never play. Look at all this. $8.50 for musical whiskey porter. $8.50. God forbid we should get a little bored while we're pouring our whiskey. They're toys. They are toys. They are novelties. They are gimmicks. Trivia. Garbage. Crap. Horseshit.
No more. We'll never buy another thing, Mel. I promise. I promise.
20 years I gave to them. Why did I give them 20 years of my life? What did I get? Oh, the musical whiskey pourer. It's my life that's been poured down the drain. And where's the music? Where's the cute little tune? They kick you out after 20 years. They gotta have a goddamn brass band for me.
Alright, well look. Don't get upset.
Mm.
You're gonna get yourself sick.
You know where my music is? It's playing on the other side of that wall. That's my music after 20 years. Oh, ha 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 ha.
Oh. What is it, Mel? Mel, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Oh, I got pains in my chest. It's nothing. Don't worry. It's just pains in my chest. It's not a heart attack.
Okay, well, what do you mean? Why do you say it's not a heart attack?
Because it's not a heart attack, it's just pains in my chest.
Why are you having pains in your chest?
Because I don't have a job, because I don't have a suit to wear, because I'm having a goddamn breakdown and they didn't even leave me with a pill to take! Oh, you dirty bastards! Alright, we're gonna fix everything. All I have is a pair of khaki pants and a golf hat. I can make that work. Yes, khaki pants and a golf hat.
You're too good, Mel. Too decent. You would never do that. It's gonna be alright, Mel. I mean, I promise. You'll get another job. You'll see. We'll move away from here. Someplace far away. You know what we could do? You're so good with kids. You love being with them. We could start a summer camp. You would be the head of the camp and I would do the cooking and the girls can be the riding instructors and the swimming instructors. You would like that, wouldn't you, Mel? We'll just have to save some money. That's all. And you don't get another job right away. It's okay. I can be a secretary again. I can work. I'm strong, Mel. You mustn't get sick. You mustn't get sick and die because then I don't want to live in this world without you, so I don't like it here. I don't want you to leave me alone. We'll show them, Mel. We'll show them all.
Ed, is that you?
Yeah.
You must be starved.
You must be starved.
I haven't eaten anything today.
I'll have your lunch in a second. Couldn't get out of the office until 1:45, and then I had to wait 15 minutes for a bus. God, the traffic on 3rd Avenue during lunch hour. I got a cheese souffle at Schrappitz. Is that all right? I just don't have time to fix anything today. Mr. Cooper wants me back by 2 o'clock. We're suddenly swamped with work this week. He asked me if I could come in on Saturdays from now on until Christmas, but I told him I didn't think I could. I mean, we could use the extra money, but I don't think I want to spend Saturdays in that office too. We see each other so little now as it is. Come in and talk to me while I'm cooking. Mel, I've only got about 30 minutes today. My feet are absolutely killing me. Let me just... oh my god, absolutely killing me. I don't know why they gave me a desk because I haven't had a chance to sit in a month. Hi, love. How about you, Sports Illustrated? So Mr. Cooperman told me that there's a terrific store in there about the Knicks. He thought you might be interested in it. I mean, you just can't move up 3rd Avenue because there's one of those protest parades up 5th Avenue, or down 5th Avenue, whichever way they parade or protest. 15,000 women screaming, save the environment, and they're all wearing leopard coats. God, the hypocrisy. Well, come on, relax. I've got some tomato juice and stuff. Isn't that terrible about the commissioner of the police? I mean, kidnapping the New York commissioner of police. Isn't that insane? I mean, if the cops can't find him, they can't find anybody. God, that's good. That's the first fond I've ever had since 8 o'clock this morning. We're so busy there, we don't even have time for a coffee break. He's going to ask me to work nights, I know it, and I just don't know what to say to him. I mean, he's been so nice to me, and he buys me sandwiches. 2 or 3. Really nice to me. I mean, not that I don't deserve it the way I've been working this past month, but I just don't want to spend my nights down there because I don't even have the strength to talk when I get home anymore. I know where I'm getting the energy. I must have been saving it up for the past 22 years. I've got to stop talking because I'm all wound up and I'll never stop. And how are you, darling? You feeling all right? Don't feel like talking much? Oh, come on, Mel. Got to leave in about 30 minutes. I probably won't get home until like 7 o'clock. Talk to me. What did you do today?
I took a walk.
Oh, that's nice. Where?
From the bathroom to the bedroom.
Okay. Is that all?
No, I then walked from the bedroom back to the bathroom and then back again. Once I went into the kitchen for some water. What else do you want to know?
Nothing. I mean, you don't feel like talking. That's all right.
Oh no, I feel like talking. Would you like to hear about the rest of my day?
I said it's all right, Mel.
I looked out the window. I looked out the window 3 times. I listened to Martha Dean and went to the toilet, still flushing, even after I jiggled it. And then I didn't jiggle it. I know that you like to do it when you get home.
All right. What's the matter, Mel?
Nothing. I'm telling you all about my terrific day. You ready for something exciting? Martha Dean's guest tomorrow is the Galloping Gourmet. Isn't that exciting? He's going to give the secret recipes of 5 famous celebrities, and we're going to have to guess whose casserole is whose. Too bad you're going to miss it.
You didn't sleep well again last night, did you?
Last night? Was last night the night before this morning? Because I get them mixed up so frequently. I'm so busy with my life.
I thought you were going to take a walk in the park this morning.
There's no place left for me to walk. I've walked on every path, every bridge, every stone. I know every squirrel in that park, and I know where they all hide their nuts.
I know how cooped up you feel when you say stay in the house all day. Maybe we can have lunch in the zoo tomorrow.
I am not going to the zoo. I have been to the zoo.
Oh.
I've been there every day. When I walk by, the monkeys nudge each other and say, "Hey, he's here again."
Well, look, I just thought you might want to get some exercise, get into softball game or something.
There are no softball games. It's September. My whole team's back at school.
They get out at 3 o'clock. You could wait for them.
I'm 7 years older than the father of the pitcher. I'm not going to wait for the kids to get out of school so I can have someone to play with.
There is no reason to scream at me.
I'm very sorry.
Now.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm alone a lot. I forget what normal vocal range is. Is this any better?
Never mind, Mel. Just did anybody call?
Yes, your mother. We exchanged recipes.
Okay, anyone else?
No, I'm not your answering service. You want me to answer phones? You should hire me. I could use the work.
I take it then there was nothing in the paper today.
About what?
You know about what, Mel? About a job.
Oh, yeah. Mount Sinai Hospital's looking for surgical technicians. The problem is,
My slacks are khaki, and they require white.
I was just asking,
And
Mel.
I am just answering. You know, there's a luncheonette in East Harlem that's looking for a bilingual counterman, and Delta Airlines is looking for hostesses, and I don't want to be away from home that much. Don't you agree?
Mel, please stop it.
You know what I think my best bet is? Maurice Lepieux in Queens is looking for a hairstylist. I thought I'd practice on you tonight, and if you didn't go bald, I'd give him a call tomorrow.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you today?
Today? What's wrong with me today? Well, how about the last 7 weeks of today's? How about almost 2 months walking around this apartment like a goddamn prisoner? I used to walk from room to room, and now I walk along the edges of the rooms so that I can have longer walks. I've read every page of every book in this apartment. I've read every label off of every can of food in the kitchen. Tomorrow I'm going to read underwear sizes, and after that I'm through. I have nothing left to live for.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mel. I know you're bored. I know you're unhappy. Tell me what I can do to help you.
I'm 40. Do you have to come home to make me lunch?
I want to come home and make you lunch. I mean, I'm working. I have a job. I never see you. At least this way we get to spend an hour every day together.
Don't you see how humiliating this is? Everyone in the building knows that you have to come home to make me lunch. The only ones here who get lunches cooked for them every day are me and the 6-year-old girl on the 4th floor.
I don't care what people in this building think.
Well, I care. I care. They probably think you make me a nap too. I can only make my own lunches, and I can't even go out to eat.
Well, I was just trying to save us money.
What are we gonna do in the winter when it snows? How are you gonna put on my galoshes for me?
Is this what you're gonna do all morning? Walk around the edges of the apartment thinking of things like that? Torturing yourself?
I don't have to torture myself. No, I've got people out the window, and garbage, and dogs, and flushing toilets, and the Red Baron's 2 sisters in there.
All right. What did they do today, Mel? Tell me.
now, listen. I don't want to bother you with this. I know you've got your own problems at your office. You've got a living to make, so you don't have to worry about this house. This is my concern.
Okay, I thought we agreed about my working. I thought we agreed it was all right for me to take this job until something came through for you.
I'm not complaining. You've been very nice to me. You pay the rent, you buy the food, you bought me a nice new sports jacket. Maybe next year you'll take me to Hawaii on United Airlines.
Do you want me to quit, Mel? Do you want me to leave the job? I'll leave the job the minute you say so. You know I will.
No, not this week. No, not this week. I don't want you to miss out on all the exciting things that are happening.
Oh, you think that I haven't been looking for a job? Do you think that I haven't been trying? That's what you think, isn't it?
I don't, Mel. I swear. I don't know how hard you've been trying. I know that you're tired.
There are no jobs for 40-year-olds. Nothing. Here, you read the newspaper. Read the New York Times. I went out into the hall and I stole it from the people next door. I steal newspapers now, Ed.
Please, let's not talk about it anymore.
Do you want some milk? I can get you 2 quarts of milk every morning. If I wear my slippers, they won't hear a thing.
Stop it, Mel. I don't think that's funny.
I'm just trying to contribute, Ed. Just trying to do my share in here.
Please come and eat your lunch. It's the last time. I promise I won't make it anymore.
Oh, why should you? When you can be in some nice Japanese restaurant, eating, I don't know, sushi with Mr. Cooperman, sitting around with your shoes off.
I have never had sushi with Mr. Cooperman.
How about fettuccine with Fiedelson? Look, I know what goes on in offices. I used to be one of those office boys too, you know.
Well, I am not one of those
Well,
boys.
how come you get home at 7 o'clock when everyone knows that no one works past 5 anymore?
I work past 5 o'clock.
Yeah, where? Charlie O's? Listen, I understand. A little drink to unwind before you go home to face the little man.
I don't believe what I'm hearing.
You used to believe it when I came home at 7 o'clock. You think it's a picnic, sitting home all day wondering what's going on in your office? You should try it sometime.
I feel like I'm watching my whole life running backwards on a movie screen.
Hey, maybe that's why I can't get a job. Maybe if I put on, a different outfit, maybe something else, they'd hire me in a second.
Well, eat it or not. Do whatever you want. I'm leaving. And I can't talk to you when you're like this.
Actually, well, wait. I don't want you to leave. I don't want you to work too hard. You should leave me some quarters for the laundromat.
You know what? You know what I would suggest, Mel?
What? What would you suggest, Andy?
I suggest you either get a very tight grip on yourself or you look for someone to help you.
I don't need any help. I've retired. I've got it made.
You know what I'm talking about? Medical help. A doctor. Some doctor who you can talk to and straighten you out because I'm running out of energy and patience.
You think it's all in my mind, do you? My God, you don't have the slightest inkling of what's going on. You are so naive, it is ridiculous.
What are you talking about, Mel? What's been going on?
You think it's just by accident that I can't find any work? You think it's just the breaks? I'm having a bad streak of luck. Is that what you think it is?
I think it's the times, Mel. We are going through hard times.
You have no suspicion of the truth, do you? None at all.
What truth? What truth are you talking about, Mel?
I'm talking about the plot, Ed. The plot.
What plot, Mel?
What plot, Mel? I'm telling you about the plot, and all you can say is, what plot, Mel?
I don't know what plot you're talking about. You mentioned there's a plot, and all I can think to say is, what plot, Mel?
What plot? Jeez.
Okay. The socio-economical, political plot to undermine the working class in the country?
No, not that plot, but yes, that. Yes, I didn't think of it that way before. Oh, all those people rushing downtown every morning. Instead, everyone should stay at home and listen to the radio once in a while. Listen to talk shows. Find out what's going on in the country. 10 minutes of WQXR and you'll want to move to Switzerland.
If it depresses you, Mel, don't listen to the talk shows. I listen to some nice music.
Some nice music. Incredible. You're a child. You are uninformed. You are an ignorant little child. You know, they've taken over, Ed. Our music, our culture, it's not ours anymore. It's theirs.
They have our music.
Yes, all of it. The arts, the media, every form of mass communication. They've got it, baby.
Don't get mad, Mel. And who?
Who? Jesus, God in heaven, who?
Mel, I've got to be in the office in 20 minutes. Please tell me who's taking over so I won't be late.
All right. Stay right there. I'll tell the whole thing. It's fine. Okay, are you going to stay here with me? All right, stay. Sit down, stay here.
Yeah.
Now, once we do away with the middle class, what's left? Well,
What's left?
yes, after you take away the middle class.
the lower class and the upper class.
No, I can't talk to you. You have no understanding at all. So go to work.
You mean there's another class beside the lower and the middle and the upper?
Come here. Come here, over here.
I thought you wanted me to sit down.
I want you to come here and look down there and get away from the walls. That's the secret. Right down there.
If it's that secret, Mel, I don't think I want to know.
There's a plot, Ed. It's very complicated. It's very sophisticated. It's almost invisible. Maybe only a half dozen people in this country really know about it.
And they told it to you on the radio?
Yes.
Okay, then everyone heard it.
Did you hear it?
No.
Then everyone didn't hear it. How many people do you think listen to the radio at 10 o'clock in the morning? Everybody's at work. But I heard it. And as sure as we're standing in the middle of this room, there is a plot going on in the country today.
Against whom?
Against me.
The whole country.
Not me personally, although I am a victim of it. A plot is afoot to change the system, to destroy the status quo. It's just not me they're after, Ed. No, they're after you too. They're after our kids, and my sister, and every one of her friends. They're after the cops. They're after the hippies. They're after the government. They're after the anarchists. They're after women's lib and everyone. That's who they're after, Ed.
Okay. Who is? Because you mentioned everyone. There's now no one left.
There's someone left. Oh, there's someone left, all right.
Well, I'm sure there is, if you say so, Mel.
Don't patronize me. I know what I'm talking about. I am open to channels of information 24 hours a day.
Mel. Mel?
Mm-hmm.
Would you come here for a minute?
Nope.
Okay, will you sit with me for a minute, please, Mel? You know I love you and I believe in you completely. I always have, but I want to say something.
Okay, all right. You think that I'm being paranoid.
I hope you don't understand this.
You think that I'm having some sort of mental nervous breakdown because I'm out of work, because of the pressure, the strain that I've been under, because I sound like a deranged person, because of the personal hell that I've been going through the past 7 weeks. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's it exactly, Mel. I mean, I wouldn't have put it that strongly, but that's more or less. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Do you want proof, Ed? Do you want me to give you actual, indisputable proof?
Of what, Mel?
That me and David Pelichek and Mike and Hal, 23 secretaries, 6.7 of the working force in the country today, unemployed, not because of a recession, not because of wages and high prices, not because of a well-organized, calculated, brilliantly executed plot! Do you want me to give you proof right here, right now, in this room?
Well, all right. If you want, Mel.
I can't give you any proof! What kind of proof would you want me to have? I'm out of work. That's my only proof. They won't let me work.
Who is it, Mel? Tell me who's behind the plot. Is it the kids? The addicts?
Well.
The army?
Ah.
The navy?
Well.
The Book of the Month Club?
Ah.
Who the hell is it, Mel?
It is the human race. It's the sudden, irrevocable deterioration of the spirit of mankind. It is man undermining himself, causing a self-willed, self-imposed, self-evident self-destruction. That is who it is.
The human race.
Yes.
The human race is responsible for your unemployment.
Surprised, aren't you?
I never would have guessed.
Huh?
I kept thinking it was somebody else.
Well, don't mock me! And you're patronizing me again, but don't mock me!
I'm not mocking you, Mel.
You are mocking me. I know when I am being mocked. I know exactly what I'm talking about. You've been going to work, right? You're working. You've got a job. You are not affected by any of this.
I am so affected by it, Mel. You wouldn't believe it was possible.
You don't know the first thing that I'm even talking about. You don't know what it is to be here in my place. You have never stood in line for 2 hours, waiting for that unemployment check. Standing there all dressed with your shirt and tie, trying to look like you don't need the money. And then some old dame behind the counter screams out, everyone can hear, "Did you look for a job this week?" Yes, I looked for a job. "Did you turn down any work this week?" What the hell am I doing here if I turn down work this week? You never walked into a building that had 91-year-old doorman at the front with no teeth and asthma and beer on his breath, giggling at you because at least he's working. He's never been out on the terrace, gotten hit with a bucket of ice water. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Mel, don't start it again. Please don't start it
I
again.
am waiting. I'm waiting. No. There is a son of a bitch, and they won't find him until the spring. They won't find you until the spring! Mel, listen. All right. They think that I don't know, but I know exactly what's going on. I know what they all look like. I have got every face engraved in my brain.
Okay, Mel, someone gave me the name of a doctor. They say he's very good and knows about people who've gone through what you're going through. I'm going to call him now, Mel. I'm going to call him and make an appointment now, okay?
They can get your clothes, Ed. They can come and take your clothes. And your Valium, your television, your red label whiskey, your job. They can come and take everything, but they cannot take your brain. And that is my secret weapon. That and snow. I pray for snow tomorrow. So, I will wait for it. You know, I got a shovel today. It's out in the yard. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm calling him, Mel. I'm calling him now.
And it's not a little shovel. No, it's a big shovel. The kind they use in the airports. I'll go without shoes this winter, but I won't go without my shovel. I will bury them so deep they'll have to salt them out.
Look, I won't go to work this afternoon, Mel. I mean, if he's free, I'm gonna take you there myself, okay?
Okay.
Just don't stand near the window, okay, Mel?
Yes, but that's where I have to be because I live for this moment. I live for the first snow of the year. All right. So, 5:15, check with the doorman, give him $5 tip. It's worth it. I know exactly what time they get home. Oh, you dirty bastards. Try using the service entrance. I got that blocked off too.
Hello? Is Dr. Frankel there, please? Mr. Edward Edison.
Do you have any idea? Any conception of the impact of 2 pounds of snow falling from the height of 14 floors? They'll find him in the garage. Oh, that dirty bastard. I just have to know what he looks like.
Hello, Dr. Frankel. No, I'm sorry to disturb you. Well, it's a small emergency. Well, no, for my husband. We got to see you as soon as possible, okay, Dr. Frankel? As soon as possible.
Wait! If it doesn't snow this winter, I will have to wait until next winter. But I'm in no hurry. No. I've got nothing but time. Nothing but time, baby!
That's the last picture. There. Where do you get the water? Oh, have to go get the water.
I'm sorry. My husband didn't mean to yell at you. We were just discussing a little bit of my paranoia. They've been doing it again. Every single time. Again and again.
Well, where did they get the water? Where did they get the water?
People always have water. They save it so that people like us can't get to it.
I think you're behaving very well, Mel. I think you're taking it beautifully this time. That shows real progress, Mel. I think you've grown through this experience, Mel. I really do. Maybe you're right. Maybe you really don't have to go back to the doctor anymore. I mean, I'm so proud of you, Mel. So proud. Because you're better than them. Better than all of them, Mel.
It's starting to snow.